Hey guys, what's up and thanks for tuning in to another video. My name is Theo and today I'm going to be taking a look at a pen called the Nottingham Tactical Tie Clicker. Full disclosure, this is my first time reviewing a pen on the channel, so all I ask is that you guys don't rake me over the coals too badly. Anyways, in a nutshell, this pen is basically a clicky version of the Felholger tie bolt. For those of you that don't know what the tie bolt is, it's a very well-known pen in the EDC world that uses a bolt action mechanism. While I don't actually have my tie bolt here with me, I do have a tiny bolt, which is basically a smaller version of the tie bolt. So yeah, as you can see here, this is the bolt action mechanism. It's a very cool pen, and to my knowledge, the guy who makes the Nottingham Tactical pens, Lee Nottingham, is actually Brian Felholger's friend in real life, which probably accounts for a lot of the similarities between the two. So yeah, I guess I should start off with what's good about this pen. First off, these are the perfect dimensions for an EDC pen. In terms of length, it's right in the middle, maybe a little bit on the shorter side. I'm just going to give you guys a little size comparison to some other popular EDC pens. So first off, here's your tie scribe, which is a little bit on the longer side. And here's the Felholger Tiny I showed earlier, which is obviously on the shorter side. And over here, I have an Apple pencil, which in my opinion is way too long and is just a pain in the ass to daily carry. I don't know what they were thinking when they made that pen. Pencil or pen? I don't know. But yeah, here's your popular zebra clicky. And just for a little reference, here's a ruler. So yeah, I'm not giving you guys the greatest size comparison, but hopefully it gives you a better idea of what you're looking at in terms of length for the tie clicker. Alright, so let's get this stuff out of the way. I should note that all three of these pens are actually made out of grade 5 titanium. I don't know if I mentioned that. With a name like the tie clicker, I guess you might have been able to infer that it's made out of titanium. And although I'm not sure exactly which grade of titanium it's made out of, I would presume that it's made out of grade 5 titanium. This thing just feels really solid, and it's definitely held up to some abuse and drops. So if I'm being honest, the dimensions of the tie scribe are actually my ideal dimensions on an EDC pen. It's a little bit longer, which I like on my pens, and the circumference, as you can see, is a little bit shorter than the Nottingham Tacticals. But yeah, with that said though, the Nottingham Tactical pen is a lot stouter, which gives it a lot more of a substantial feel in the hand. So yeah, another thing that I really like about this pen are the dimples at the head of the pen. So yeah, these are great dimples. Machined very nicely, they accent the body nicely as well, and as functional as they are pleasing to look at. I do want to put it out there that there is actually a lot of body options that you have if you get the chance to buy this pen. For example, there's a really cool fluted design, which would actually be my first pick if I'd had the choice. I say quote-unquote if because these pens sell pretty darn fast. I think when I bought mine, they sold out in under a couple minutes. So you don't have much decision in which one you get, if you even get one at all. Anyways, let's pop this guy open. So you can see here first off that there is an O-ring. That's always a nice little touch, and it's also worth noting that the spring here is not captive. So yeah, this thing will go flying if you're not careful. That actually happened to me, and I lost the spring and spent like half an hour searching for it in my back garden. So yeah, let's get this refill out. As you can see here, it's using a Schmidt EasyFlow 9000. This is the default cartridge that comes with the pen. It's a very nice cartridge in its own right, and I do believe you can sub in any of the Parker refills. So yeah, when this one runs out, I'll probably sub in a P900. I think it's not as smooth as in my opinion, but it does allow for better control when you're using the pen. Whoops. Okay, it's kind of hard to do that on camera. But yeah, as you'd expect, the threads are butter smooth. And although it's somewhat of a given, I think I should note that the build quality of this pen in terms of machining, fit and finish, and the like is just top notch. It's definitely a step over something like the tie scribe here, which is a very good pen in its own right. Definitely great value for the money. This is more of an entry-level EDC pen, but yeah, the Nottingham Tactical is definitely a step up in terms of quality over pens like the tie scribe, tactile turn pens, and a lot of other popular EDC pens. I can say that having owned those pens. Here, actually, I want to give you guys a little idea of how the Schmidt P9000 writes. This is so weird. I'm looking through the camera to write this, but yeah, here. As you guys can see, it's a very smooth ink cartridge. Okay, my handwriting just turned to crap here. But yeah, nice cartridge, but it doesn't allow for the amount of control I'd like. But the beauty of it is that you can sub in pretty much any Parker cartridge that you want after that. So lots of flexibility. Alright, now that I've mostly covered what's good about this pen, let's talk about what I don't like. I have a very love-hate relationship with the clicky mechanism itself. On one hand, I love how it sounds. It's whisper silent, and the feeling of actuating it is just great in hand. I had a couple tactile turn shakers, which I actually sold because the clicky mechanism that they used just felt cheap. I don't know if this is the right word to describe the mechanism on this pen, but the Nottingham's definitely feels a lot more premium in general. And with that being said though, the mechanism is also finicky, like big time finicky. I'll try and demonstrate what I'm talking about here, but every once in a while the mechanism will stick or it just won't lock into place at all. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, there. For example, this. I mean, like, I don't know. It just sticks, and I can't figure out for the life of me why it won't lock into place. I'm sure that if I lube the mechanism, it'd be a lot smoother, and Nottingham Tactical actually includes some sort of special grease that you're supposed to use to lube the mechanism, I think, but I have neither the tools nor the know-how to open this thing up, so it's sort of a lost cause. And I had the opportunity to play with one of the Moku TI clickers as well, and in the limited time that I had, I think I kind of confirmed that it also was an issue with that one too. And yeah. Well, as much as I'm harping on the finicky mechanism, I do have to admit that it hasn't impacted my real-world use of the pen. The only reason why I noticed it at all, honestly, was because I clicked the thing hundreds of times during lectures, and it just got stuck a couple of times. So I guess it's suffice to say that the pen works when I need it to, despite the mechanism being sort of sketchy at times. Okay, so let's talk about ugly number 2. This one is quite literally ugly, and that's the clip. So I'll try and position it here so you guys can get a better look at it. It's a bit hard in this lighting though, for sure. I want to preface this though by saying though that the clip is perfectly functional and it's a good clip. The only issue is that on my pen, it's slightly crooked, which is pretty much unacceptable on a $150 pen in my opinion. You sort of have to look closely to see it, but I'll definitely throw up a picture on top to point it out. Alright, so what's my verdict on this pen? If you guys can't tell already, I'm pretty ambivalent about the TIE clicker. On one hand, I love the design concept and build quality, but on the other hand, the finicky mechanism and just the crooked clip in general don't exactly inspire confidence, no matter how good they feel. And honestly, this clip just shouldn't happen on a pen that costs this much. That's just unacceptable in my opinion, like I said. So as it is, I can't wholeheartedly recommend this pen based purely on my sample. Keep in mind that this is only one pen out of many made by Nottingham Tactical, and mine could very well be a lemon for all I know, and other people seem to be very happy with their TIE clickers. Just the fact that the pens sell out as fast as they're made is as good as a testament as you're going to get. But yeah, I'm not going to be selling my TIE clicker anytime soon. It's definitely one of my favorites despite the flaws that seem to plague it. With that said, I only call the shots as I see them, and that's pretty much my final verdict. That's pretty much going to wrap up this video, guys. I hope you guys found this video informative, and if I helped out, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Peace.